SSA National Modified Sedan title. What a ripper crowd of the house for night number one. Can you imagine what this place is going to be like tomorrow? Rodney Burr and Jason Beer on the front row. Time to get after it and bank some more points in. Ian Botcher Race Parts bring you heat race number 10, and we are going green.
Yes, we're underway as they head up into turn number one, and Jason Beer on the outside as they head out of turn number two, but it's Rodney Burr who holds the advantage at the moment. Back to Shannon Blackburn in third place as they move out of turn number four the first time, and under the ultimate screen, you throw a T-tail over the first three, and here comes Cam Waters. Waters nearly makes it four. Into the back straight they go, and our race leader runs wide, and Beer tries to come underneath as they head up into the top turn. Blackburn in third, and back then in fourth is Cam Waters. Down the main straight they come. Beer hits the front. Burr on the outside doesn't button off. Blackburn is there. Waters and also young Chan Cameron. They're side by side up into the top turn, and Jason Beer takes the lead. So they come down the main straight here and put another lap into the books. Waters moves to third, and the two car is in trouble. Waters now moves to second, goes underneath the Burr as they go up into the top turn. It's Jason Beer out in front, Waters second, then Burr. A gap back in fourth place for the 22 of Jack Cameron. The national champion gets busy now on the inside of Jason Beer. Up into the top turn they go. Beer is able to close the door and will lead them down the main straight to put another lap down. But here comes Cam Waters and drives straight underneath of Jason Beer and takes the lead on lap number 5 and puts in the quick lap of the race, a 16.189. Probably the quickest lap we've had so far. Into the main straight he comes at the halfway mark. It is Cam Waters on 3 wheels down the main straight. Beer in second place, Burr third, back then to Jack Cameron. Barbarou's next, and then the 14 car of Matt Langton, and the only other car running is Jerry Flood in car number 94. We've lost Shannon Blackburn and Pacey Clegg. Down the main straight he comes again with 5 laps to go. Cam Waters is rocking and rolling out in front. Well clear, Beer, Burr, Cameron, Barbara, Langton, and then they're going to come up on Jerry Flood, who's getting the passing flag. And Jerry Flood has been racing that car for 15 years in the 94. He's got all the stickers to prove it, and he's about to go a lap down to Cam Waters. Down the back straight they go. Beer in second place, Burr in third. Back then to Jack Cameron, David Barber and Matt Langton. Waters is able to get through with 3 to go. Beer in second place. Third place is Rodney Burr. Jack Cameron having a good run in fourth, then back to David Barber and Matt Langton and Jerry Flood. No change in the order as our race leader has 2 to go. Just the white and checkered flags to come. Jason Beer in second place, Burr in third. He hasn't given up, Jason Beer. The margin is still only 1.6 seconds as the 14 car limps to the infield of Matt Langton. Out comes the white flag, so it's another race with plenty of casualties. Cam Waters out in front, Jason Beer in second, and third place is that of Rodney Burr, Jack Cameron, and then the David Barber in 88, and that's all that's going to finish apart from Jerry Flood a lap down. But the national champion wins again, crosses the line with a handy lead. Back in third place behind Jason Beer is Rodney Burr. Jack Cameron will be fourth, just ahead of David Barbler and Jerry Flood. 3 minutes 19.761, the quickest 12 laps we've had tonight, only the second to go the distance. 2.098 is the winning margin. The quick lap, a 16.189, the quickest tonight by Cam Waters, who defeats Jason Beer and Rodney Burr.
Heat or back-to-back heat winner, defending national champion for NZ, car owner Travis and Karen Shaw reside in Mildura. Cam formerly of Mildura, resides in Melbourne these days. And he gets another check. That'll be cool. He might give that to me later and sign it for me for my bar. I'll ask him. Hey, good job, mate. Car is a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's really quick, but I think it's a bit soft. Can't nearly roll the thing over. I don't know whatever that corner is back there, but yeah, it's fast. Just got to probably make it a little bit friendlier so I can drive at 10-10s for the whole race.
Good on you, mate. Well done. He's doing a terrific job, isn't he? As we get set for song, isn't it? It's pretty cool. We're going to go green here. This is Heat Race 11. I hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching from around the world right now. And Botcha Race Parts, Adam Holt Industries, and Bendigo Bank bring you this heat. Jason, it's Heat 11.
Yes, heat number 11 is underway. So move down into turn one there, 3 wide. As they move out of turn number 2, door handle to door handle to door handle. 3 wide up into the top turn, and Barron has taken the lead as they move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight to complete the opening lap. Have a look at them down here. The 48 car of Brett Barron in front. Menzies, Shelford, go!
Oh, chaos.
There's cars everywhere, and Gilroy is upside down.
Darren Baldwin, brand new car has rolled over. Wayne Gilroy upside down as well. Jake Truitt caught up in on this. And this is a mess. Wow. A crazy. Oh, Darren Baldwin's just repaired the car. It's brand new. And the thing is a little ugly. Wayne Gilroy's A-OK, Darren Baldwin A-OK. Brenton Scott. Wow, you can see the damage here. Look at the roof on Darren Baldwin. Baldwin's out of the car, folks. Please put your hands together for him. That was a crazy wreck here. And Wayne Gilroy slides out from underneath the 19. Wow, a crazy moment. Hey, I'm going to grab Darren quickly here. Hey, Darren, I'm tipping you're going to go to the bar, mate.
There's a reasonable sort of chance, mate. A reasonable sort of chance. Can't thank the boys in the pits enough. They just spent the last hour or so, and we literally only just made it. Probably not going to make the next heat, mate.
Probably not, and it's probably not going to get much better than tonight. Hard luck, mate. Brand new car. It's just, this sport it's cruel, isn't it?
Mate, cruel doesn't even describe it.
Yeah, it's hard luck. Well, how about a round of applause for Darren Baldwin? He is absolutely heartbroken. Let's go to the ultimate screen and check out the replay. Here it is. Darren Baldwin sneaks to the bottom here and makes contact with Kent Shelford, and look at the chaos that unfolded. He just got in a little hard. Let's go again. So Baldwin there, without the nose cones, gets in contact there with Shelford, and the car bikes up, and he turns hard. Look at this. Look at the wheels. They turn to the fence because that's what you do to try to save it. And then Gilroy rides up over it, and I think his left rear actually, or right rear, got into Baldwin's roof there. Wow. Oh, have a look at the damage on the Baldwin car on screen right now. If we go with the light, look at the damage. That's all the yellow paint from Wayne Gilroy, and he got right in there. I've got Wayne actually here with me on the infield. Hey Wayne, that's wrong place, wrong time. That's hard.
Yeah, that was a pretty big crash, but it doesn't look as bad on the video. But the boys just let them know the left front control arm was bent, so get it out of the trailer.
We'll go again, you reckon?
I reckon we will.
Well, there you go. There it is. Just on cue. Nice work, Nick. It's a upside down lower control arm for Mackay 19. Let's have a quick another look at that replay. As we've got a bit of a mess to clean up here. Here it is again. If Baldwin gets in, another angle, is it? There we go from the truck, and look at that. Absolutely chaotic, isn't it?
There's the leader of another very eventful race. 16.394, the quick lap by Brett Barron on lap 1. 11 laps to go. Heat 11 of 27. That lead seems a long, long way away. Brett Barron leads him around the cone from Menzies. Back in third place, Ken Shelford. Then in fourth place will be Jake Druitt as they head down the back straight the first time back under green. And our race leader is the 48 of Brett Barron. Menzies, Shelford, the aerodynamically challenged car number 18 to Jake Druitt in fourth. Coming around the outside now would be Shane McDonald. Look at McDonald go, drives right round the outside of Druitt, moves into fourth place, and he's on the move. He's now out after the 21 car of Ken Shelford. Brett Barron does a 16.314, that's bettered by McDonald. McDonald does a 16.304, now moves up on the outside and will look for third place, takes on Kent Shelford. Well, Shane McDonald is a man possessed at the moment, driving the steering wheel off that car. So head down the back straight, still on the outside. Great race for second, third and fourth. McDonald now comes up on Kent Menzies. Well, this is an impressive drive. Menzies is there, McDonald, Shelford back on the inside. Second, third and fourth going hammer and tongs. Our race leader is Brett Barron, but still on the outside is Shane McDonald. He's got around the outside of one. He gets around the outside of the other. What a drive by Shane McDonald into second place. Menzies and Shelford go back to third and fourth. Shelford underneath the Menzies as they head down the back straight. Back then in fifth place is Rodney Pimenta, and then in sixth place is Nathan Lowe, and Jake Druitt is almost out of noise. Down the main straight, Brett Barron out in front. 7 down, 5 to go. Second place is that of Shane McDonald. The margin's 1.4 seconds. We'll keep an eye on that, see if McDonald closes in the concluding stages. Down the main straight with 4 to go. Barron crosses the line. Second place, McDonald. Factor's gone to 1.5, so Brett Barron going just as well. Menzies, Shelford, back then to Pimenta, Lowe, and the ailing Druitt at the tail. 3 to go for Brett Barron. Runs around the Kingaroy Showgrounds up into the top turn. Underneath the ultimate screen will come up with 2 laps to go this time around in heat number 11 of the national title. Brett Barron has 2 to run. McDonald in second place, and Menzies and Shelford. Back then to Rodney Pimenta, who's had a rather adventurous night after rolling the mod light over in that previous heat. He's there in 5th place. White flag comes out, we're homeward bound. Brett Barron out in front. McDonald in second place. Third is Menzies and Shelford right behind him. And not far behind them is Rodney Pimenta. Back then to Nathan Lowe and Jake Druitt. And here's the checker flag, and Brett Barron will win heat number 11. Brett Barron first, Shane McDonald did all the moves on the outside. Back in third is Menzies and Shelford and Pimenta. 6th place will be Nathan Lowe, and Jake Druitt rounds out the field. 1.988 was the winning margin. The quick lap of 16.066 by Brett Barron. And he defeats Shane McDonald and Ken Menzies.
And just to give you some idea of speed, no one's gone to 15 seconds so far tonight. 16.1 was Brett Barron's that time around. And a nice little acquisition recently for Brett Barron to get this cool looking hot rod. And this gets a nice little butcher, nice little memento for your heat win, which is pretty cool. Brett, nice job.
Yeah, mate. No, track's coming, eh? It's good. Yeah, no, we'll see. There's a lot of fatalities at the moment, so it's survival of the fittest. And yeah, no, we're not there for a cup of tea, brother, I'll tell you.
I see that, mate. You got the big Popeye arms up. This is kind of the racetrack you love when you get after it.
Yeah, mate. Like I said, rub rails for rubbing and bumpers for bumping.
Well, that's exactly right, isn't it? Brett Barron, Glenn Warren, Cheryl Hayes. Give us a wave. There you go, you're on the big screen. Can anyone do any flossing over there? Is there any flossers? Oh! Oh, that's very good. Oh, that is very, very good.
Hey, Rhino, I reckon tomorrow we get them flossing for their picky peanuts.
That's a good idea. We're going to do that. I think we're about to go green. I think we're going to go green. All right, kids, I need your help here to send them on away. The modified sedan national title, Martin Hawson and Cook on the front row. It's time to make some noise. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good job.
Racing. Down into turn number 1 they go. Martin Hawson on the inside as they move out of turn number 2 the first time. And Stein is up there as well. They're getting pushed from pillar to post mid-pack. And we've got a pile up. And the yellow lights have come on.
Oh, the front wheel is off. Chris Hams' Commodore. David Head has ripped the entire bumper assembly off the front of the XF Falcon tractor. Wow. Chaos everywhere. Look at that. Look at the damage. The front wheel for Chris Hams on screen. Nice shot, Nick. This production crew are doing an exceptional job. They capture pictures from 6 camera angles this weekend. Chris Hams is out of the car, which is good news, but a lot of damage to the Hams crane hire, number 11. Does not look very happy at all. Wow. Deary, deary me. The devastation continues here. So I think that all went back to really the start. Let's go to the ultimate screen. We're going to go there in a second. Martin Hawson, I think, sort of got checked up a little bit, and it was a concertina behind it. And then it got a little bit messy as they work on the back of Rory Evans. You can see that on publicly. We'll bring a big screen back from the Royal. And if you're a business and you want to get on board,
That's a big call, Rhino, after this year. You're given some stick.
yeah, that's right. We'll get the big TV back because it's pretty cool here, isn't it? We thank Toowoomba again for making it available this weekend. It's so good that Toowoomba and Kingaroy working together like they are. It's pretty cool. We're set for the restart here, Jason. Martin Hawson, just do it again.
Yes, 12 laps the journey. This is heat number 12 racing. Martin Hawson gets the best of the dispatch this time. Stein goes to the outside of the 95 and Richard Cook as they make their way down the back straight the first time. Rachel Pratt is in there as well as they come out at 3 and 4. It's Martin Hawson for Victoria in front. Stein still on the outside. Cook in the middle and Rachel Pratt. The 68er Gary Pagel. Stevenson's in that group. Down the back straight they go. 5 of them locked together for second place. The modified sedans burning up the raceway. 3 wide now for third place. Oh, and Stein nearly tipped it over in a straight line. They're 4 wide down the main straight. Going into second place is the 68er Gary Pagel. Stein is still there on the outside. In the middle is Richard Cook. Pratt down low and Stevenson's in that group still. Then back to David Tangle's head. Then Rory Evans and Scott McDermott. Down the main straight they come. Out in front it is car number 172 from Victoria. Martin Hawson leading them. Leads by 2 seconds. Back in second place it's Gary Pagel. Stein still on the outside of Richard Cook. Behind them is Pratt. On the outside of Rachel Pratt would be car number 3 of Stevenson. Tangle's head is in that group. 5 of them now fighting for third place yet again. And there is plenty of action on the raceway. Up into the top turn. Stein has got clear now of Cook. Pratt there on the outside, still is Stevenson. 3 across the track, down into turn 1 in front of us. Tangle's head is right there as well. Back then to Evans, and on the outside is 148 of Scotty McDermott. Our race leader is half a lap ahead of them though, and it is Martin Horson from Gary Pagel in this titanic battle for the minor placings. Stein on the outside, the inside is Richard Cook, the outside of Cook is Stevenson. Underneath of them comes Rachel Pratt, and David Head cannot find a way through. On the outside of Cook there for fourth place. As I just about choke on a lolly, is the three car of Stevenson. 3 wide for third place. Stevenson in between Cook and also Stein. And Rachel Pratt is there as well. What a tremendous race this is. Stevenson comes underneath of the 5 car of Stein. Don't worry about first and second. The battle is for third. Stevenson, Stein, Cook. Also there is Rachel Pratt and David Head. What a great battle for third place. Down the back straight they go once again. Stevenson goes underneath of Stein. Moves into third place. Back then to Cook, Pratt and Head. Our race leader is a mile in front. He's 5.5 seconds in front with 2 to go. There he is there. Horson. Second place is Pagel. And third place is up for dispute. Stevenson, Stein, Cook. Then the 194 is next of Rachel Pratt and David Head. Here's the leader, 1 lap to go. He is absolutely flogging them. Second place is 68 of Pagel. Then this great battle for the minor placings. But put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest margin of the weekend so far. It's Martin Horson giving them a good old hiding. Second place is coming. And it goes the way of Gary Pagel. 6 seconds around goes Gary Pagel, and another car nearly goes upside down. And that's after it's finished. Third is Stevenson, Stein, Cook and Pratt. David Head was going in reverse, and headbutting him was Scott McDermott. 3 minutes 13.972 for the 12 laps. The winning margin 6.153. Listen to this, Martin Horson's done a lap 15.926.
Wow, 3/10 off the lap record. Race track is handy right now, isn't it? And Tangles, well, Marty Sauce as we call him, has just put down the fastest lap of the night thus far, and the first driver into the 15-second bracket. Hey Sauce, that was sensational.
That was fast.
It certainly was, mate. Cars rolling around pretty nice.
Yeah, no, it was good. It's nice to get a hooky track like that. Yeah, can I really thank my crew? Got Foey helping me out tonight, Burge and Grant. Also say hello to Mandy and Charlotte in the crowd. It's a fair trip from Mildura to come here. Really want to thank my sponsors, Lyndon Little's Competition Services, who makes this engine go pretty good. Sign Effects, Motor House, always giving us a hand. And the Kingaroy Speedway for a great effort, and Chief and the crew that come and put this title on. They do a really professional job, and it's a credit to them.
Absolutely, we couldn't have said that better yourself. Marty Horson, number 14. We're set to go green with Luke Hollyman, and they're a little antsy early, aren't they? Here we go.
Away and racing down into turn number 1. Luke Hollyman leads them out of turn 2. Stephen Gerrits is there as well. We've got one car in some trouble mid-pack, and they've gone 4 wide up into turn number 3. Starting to say that on numerous occasions now. Hollyman the leader. Gerrits is under pressure. Going underneath is the little Tirana. Graham West moves into second place. This will bring the house down. Back then to Brian Galley and Steve Gerrits, as they're 3 wide coming out of the western corner and under the ultimate screen, and the little Tirana has hit the front. Graham West out in front. Luke Hollyman in second place. Back then to Brian Galley in third, and then Ash Parkinson. Steve Gerrits up there in 5th place, and then Mick Johnson into the main straight, and Graham West is driving the wheels off the little Tirana out in front. Galley's moved to second. Back then to Parkinson in third place. Parkinson coming under Galley. They got clear of the rest of them. It's the Victorians 1, 2 and 3 in Heat 13 of the national title. And Graham West out in front. Parkinson on the inside goes underneath the Galley. Back then to Luke Hollyman. Mick Johnson up into 5th place, and then in 6th place would be Brad Warren. Parkinson is now looking to come underneath of Graham West. Down into turn one they go. Galley in third place. Parkinson's able to screw it down a little bit tighter and gets underneath of Graham West in turn two. Takes the lead as they come out of four. Under the ultimate screen, it's Ash Parkinson out in front. Second place is Graham West. Third place is Brian Galley. Fourth place, Warren. And on the outside is Mick Johnson. Down the back straight they go once again. Johnson and Warren having a ding-dong battle for fourth place. Back then to Luke Holliman and David Jacoby. Down into turn one and two they come once again. Out in front, Parkinson leads with 5 to go. West in second place. He's under pressure now from Brian Kelly as they move up into the top turn. Fourth place, Brad Warren. Mick Johnson in fifth. Back then to Jacoby. So move down into turn two. Parkinson driving away from them. West is in trouble. The little Tirana is ailing back through the field. After a bold showing, it's running out of noise. Oh, and Galley nearly tipped it upside down right in front of us. Up on two wheels it went. Warren in third place. Somehow the veteran driver for Victoria was able to rescue it only just. Back then to Jacoby. 2 to go. So behind them, in fifth place is Mick Johnson. Sixth place, Holliman. Then back to the 16 of Cowley, Gerrits and Graham West. The little Tirana's almost given up the ghost. White flag comes out, 1 to go for Ash Parkinson. They're absolutely flying around the racetrack. Galley, Warren, Jacoby, then Johnson and Holliman. But out of turn 4 he comes the final time, and the winner of the 2000 national title to Albany and Victoria is first home. Ash Parkinson first. Second place goes to Brian Galley, then Brad Warren. David Jacoby is next. Then Mick Johnson, Luke Holliman, Jim Cowley. Stephen Gerrits is up next. Then back to Jay Hawkins, Steve Love and Graham West. 3 minutes 18.045 was the total time. 3.574 was the winning margin. The quick lap of 16.060 by Ash Parkinson, who defeats Brian Galley and Brad Warren.
Wow, unbelievable stuff. How about some noise? He started position 11. Give it up for Ash Parkinson. Well, it was pretty. You said it's not your style on the bottom, but holy smokes, it was fast.
Yeah, the car felt really good. The boys had a fair bit of work to do because when we got tangled up there with tangles, pardon the pun, we broke and bent a lot of stuff. So yeah, the car was really good and fast on the bottom. So yeah, just do what you do, eh?
Absolutely, mate. You just got to unhook these things and get after it, really.
Yeah, well, I can never hook them up when it's slick. So this is my kind of playhouse.
It certainly is. Ash Parkinson loves it. He loves Kingaroy and he loves it when it's hooked up. And it certainly is that tonight. So Lee Volk and Will Rosa, keep an eye on the progress of the Tasmanian champ. He is a gun. Kai Walters and Brodie Christie from the back. It's time to go green in the next heat of the national title.
Heat number 14 is all go. And already an outside move coming from 108, Alex Sweeney. The 3 wide out of turn number 2. And it is anybody's guess who will be in front after lap number 1 because they're 2 and 3 wide. Here comes Kai Walters on the outside. Big move by Walters on the outside of Weir. And now Volk and drives right round the outside and takes the lead. Back then to Will Rosa in 4th, Christie, Stein, TJ Horn, Alex Sweeney, Ben Richardson. Into the main straight, Walters, Weir, Volk, Christie in 4th place. 3 wide for 5th as they head down the back straight. TJ Horn is in that group. Sweeney on the outside, and it might have been Brad Stein in the middle. It might be Stein on the outside now, not Swine, Stein on the outside of Rosa. Back to Richardson and Sweeney at the back. Out in front, Kai Walters has just done a 16.225. This time around he crosses the stripe and has done a 15.972. Wow, he's flying out in front. Back in second place, is Tim Weir. Lee Volk under pressure now from Brody Christie. That gap back then to TJ Horn as they move down into turn one yet again. Kai Walters out in front. Back then to Tim Weir. Volk, Christie, TJ Horn, Brad Stein. Then back to Rosa Richardson and Sweeney. And they're finally running Indian file for the first time in a long time. Walters out in front. He leads by 1.2 seconds over Tim Weir. Christie trying to get underneath the Lee Volk. Back then to TJ Horn and Brad Stein. Good battle now developing for the minor placings. So our race leader, Kai Walters, has got 5 to go. Does a 16.180. Tim Weir closing the gap from 1.5 to 1.4.
Look at that exhaust on that thing of Kai Walters. It is glowing red, Jason, as he wheels around. It's very... Look at this. We'll grab this as he comes past. Look at this. Look at the exhaust system on the Tasmania number 1. It is absolutely looking for everything. Oh! Big crash! Holy
very
smokes!
big crash.
Richardson's gone over 1 million times in front of our ultimate screen, and we are red. Oh, wow. That was a massive wreck. Just coming onto the main straight. Holy. And we are red once again. It's a big crash on the main straight. The crash crew do such a wonderful job. Fair bit of oil and fuel and everything else. The cars have a kill switch on the front to take all power out. You can see that right here. This here, kill switch, isolator switch, so it turns to off. The crash crew will come and do that straight away. And that cuts all power. Ben Richardson is out of the car, folks. Put your hands together. Another wild ride here. And look at where the impact is. He's A-OK, which is great news. Look at this. Look at this damage on the roof. Now, there's no roll cage there, so that looks worse than it is. The roll cage stops here, then them rear legs go all the way down into the back of the car. And that's why they often crumple down like that. But the integrity of the roll cage looks pretty good, to be honest. And these guys will probably lob this off at some point. New roof. Be right to go again another weekend. Hard luck to Ben Richardson. Well, Jason, it has been a hectic night. Absolutely hectic. And they're taking the toll. And there is Ben Richardson talking to our medical team on the infield. He looks in pretty good spirits, doesn't he? And this racetrack is absolutely sticky. There's not massive ruts here. Look, we've seriously seen that. It is just a sticky, sticky racetrack. Max $22.50. Oh, I am just stuck in the crowd. I'll go this way to get the post down the road. The winning ticket is a blue one. I want to hear someone really yell if they win this, because you've won $1,400. Darren Baldwin, you might have won a ticket. Did you buy a ticket?
No, mate.
No. You're probably going to have a beer, though. I should. I'd like to. A blue ticket, 2, 5, 6, 3, 3, 0.
Oh,
really?
My God. She's excited.
Oh, really? Team Harm right here. Can you believe that? 2, 5, 6, 3, 3, 0. This is a G up. Are you kidding? You're not kidding. It's Team Harm. You've won $1,422.50. How about that?
Happy days.
That's probably right. That's absolutely a dinky die. You wouldn't write it that script any better. and I'm here with the winner, and they've just won $1,400 at the Speedway. Let's do it tomorrow night. Let's go crazy and try to get it to $2,000. That's possible. You can go and collect your prize. You go and see Tan later on. You just won $1,400. All right, we've got some more on our ultimate screen up there. It's a crazy night at the office here at Ian Botzer Race Parts, Kingaroy Speedway. Let's go to some more highlights. Yeah. You want to throw to the, I've got a kid here. You want to throw to the highlights package?
Too late, we'd already gone.
Oh, we're gone. Who wants to throw to the...
It's a crash package. This will keep the kids interested, Rhino.
All right, so all the kids here, you've just got to go. All right, let's go to the ultimate screen and check out this crash package. Ready? All right? Oh, no, just go. Check out the screen. Let's do that. That's easier. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Check out the screen!
Beautiful.
Sideways and no one's left. All about set to go with the restart. We're back underway. Down into turn number 1. Walters is the race leader from Tim Weir. Lee Volk in third place as they head down the back straight. Back to TJ Horn and Brodie Christie. Our race leader, though, is that of car number 86, Kai Walters from Victoria. Leads them down the main straight. There'll be 3 to run this time around. Into turn number 1 and 2. Back then to Weir in second place. Third place is TJ Horn. He's under pressure from Brodie Christie. Back then to Lee Volk and Brad Stein. White flag next time around. So they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Our race leader is Kai Walters from Tim Weir. Back in third place, Brodie Christie, and then in fourth position is TJ Horn. White flag comes out. They're homeward bound in a very long heat number 14. It's been going for 44 minutes. Back in second place is Tim Weir. Third place, Brodie Christie, then TJ Horn, and that should be the way they finish. And it is Kai Walters first across the line in heat number 14. Kai Walters first. Second home is Tim Weir. Third place, the 92 of Brodie Christie. TJ Horn. Then back to the 6 car of Brad Stein. Will Rosa. Then Lee Volk and Alex Sweeney. 1.155 is the winning margin. Quick lap of the race of 15.972 to Kai Walters, who defeats Tim Weir and Brodie Christie in 44 minutes and 29 seconds.
Well, Kai, congratulations. Well done. It took a while to get there, and you've been sitting in the car for the best part of 3/4 of an hour, but well done. Excellent work.
Yeah, no, thanks, Paul. I'd just like to thank Chris and Dad and Derek and Calvin and everyone that come over and helped get the car back together. It's really appreciated, and can't thank you guys enough. But I just hope they slow the track down a little bit tomorrow. It's pretty sketchy, but I love Kingaroy and what they do. But yeah, hope it slow it down a little bit and put it on a bit of a show and save some cars. But it is what it is. So we'll just keep chasing it. But just thanks to everyone that comes out and everyone that's on the car. And yeah, I appreciate everyone's help and assistance and that after that first heat. But yeah, thank you.
Okay, only got one more heat left tonight, so it's nearly over.
Yeah, thanks.
There he goes, folks. Kai Walters.
All about set to go. Away and racing. Greg Walling leads them down the main straight the first time. So move out of turn number 1 and 2. Sean Black pretty wide. Raymont's there in second place. Graham Kleinens is in that lead group as Sean Black continues the charge around the outside in number 99. Down the main straight, it's Walling out in front from Raymont. Then back to the third place, which is Black. Kleinens in fourth. Lloyd McCarthy is next, and then Alan Mortimer in the top 6. Back then to Stephen Manley as they move into the main straight to complete lap number 2. Walling, Raymont and Sean Black, your top 3. Back then to Kleinens in fourth position as they head down the back straight. Behind Kleinens is Alan Mortimer, and on the outside of him is Wade McCarthy from Victoria. McCarthy on the outside of Kleinens as they move down the main straight. Alan Mortimer makes it a row of 3, comes underneath of Kleinens as well. Back then to the 55 car of Josh Hart, who is on there. Here as it did not start, but it does appear to be out there as they move out of turn number 3 and 4 down the main straight. As they move down into turn number 3 and 4 once again, our race leader is Greg Walling. Second place is Raymond. Third place is car number 99. as Raymond now moves to the outside to head down the back straight. Walling out in front, Raymond in second place. Back in third place is Sean Black, and in fourth position Wade McCarthy down the main drag with 6 down and 6 to go. A race leader is Walling, Raymond second, Black third, back into McCarthy. Fifth place is Sedans Mortimer, sixth place is Josh Harm. Back to our leaders though. Underneath the ultimate screen they come once again. It is a race in two between Walling and Raymond. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight they run here at Kingaroy. Heat number 15 of the national title. Sean Black in third, back then to Wade McCarthy. Josh Harm has got the better now of Alan Mortimer. And back then to Matt Hawkins and Graham Kleinens. Further back would be Steve Manley and Dave Manley at the tail. Down the back straight they go. There's only half a second between first and second. And Greg Walling continues to lead this one. This is heat number 15 of the national title, which has 3 laps to go. Greg Walling out in front as they head down the back straight. Walling from Mark Raymond. Down into turn 3 and 4. There'll be 2 to go this time around. And they're coming up on a slower couple. 2 stuck together. 2 stuck together here in the main straight. The yellow lights haven't come on. The greens are still on. They've got away with it. One of them's gone to the infield. That was the 69, is it, of Kleinens? Or 68? 66. Get it right in the moment. Steve Manley. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the white flag is coming out. They've got 1 to go, and there's a car length in it. They're coming up behind Kleinens, so the white flag should be out. The yellow lights have come on.
Actually, a spring from the Manly car on the racetrack. You'll be able to pick that up off our tower. We zoom in, just where Greg Walling just went straight past. There it is. There's one of the springs, and on those Falcons they run them, they attach to the arm and a locator, spring locator, so they're obviously not through like the front that we saw before where the shock absorber goes through the middle of the spring. So now we're going to go to green white checker here. So a little bit of race tape. So here it is. There's on screen right now is a rear arm. As we look through down that red, there's a rear arm. And there is, well, there you go. That is a broken shock and no spring. That caught me out. Oh, it's an FG, that's why. The rear cradle's gone and just got rear arm. So we're going flashing yellows here, so we're not too far from a restart. We're going to go to the death tonight, folks. Lots to get through. We knew that.
So it's Walling, Raymond, Black, your top 3, heat race 15. 2 laps remain, green, white, checkered flag finish. Greg Walling comes to the start zone, puts the foot down, around the cone they come. He's under pressure immediately from Mark Raymond and Sean Black. So head down the back straight for the second last time. And Greg Walling is out in front. Mark Raymond, then back to Black in third place. Fourth place is Wade McCarthy. White flag is out, 1 to go. Down into turn 1. Raymond trying everything to get past. Josh Harm is starting to make a move on the outside of Wade McCarthy. That's for fourth place. Greg Walling screws it down tight. They run into the main straight. Raymond's giving it everything here on the inside. Close. Very close. 0.024 of a second. Sean Black is third. Josh Harm, Wade McCarthy and Alan Mortimer, your top 6. 0.024 of a second on the line. Greg Walling from Mark Raymond, Sean Black, 16.347. 16.347, the quick lap by Josh Harm back there in fourth place in heat 15.
And Greg going about his work as he does. This guy is an absolute pro at this stuff. Former national champion, won at Carrick in Tasmania, and he's maintained his performance at the top of this field, and he does it again in style. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Rhino. It's a pleasure, obviously, to be here at Kingaroy, the Australian title, and just for our small team, it's just great to get at least the heat race win and tough competition. And thanks, Philip, to obviously Dad, who does so much
and great Denny Smith car. Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Well done, Craig. An absolute gentleman. And a great guy to boot as Heat 16 comes your way right now. That we are here tonight in Shane Langton. And that's not a send-off speech either. It was going a bit that way, wasn't it?
Well, the one answer out, I can tell you.
Here we go.
Thank you. Heat 16 is go. Down into turn number 1 they go. 3 wide behind our race leader, Shane Langton. Who we got there? Brett Watson, Adam Jorgensen, Lee Steffens are in that group. There's a car coming around the outside as well. Look at the move. It's right around the outside. 3 wide if you don't mind. What a drive by the 75. We've got trouble anyway. It's not going to work out.
Justin Drew is in the concrete there. He made contact with a couple of the back markers there, though. It was just all kinds of bits. Because I remember the title we ran at Maryborough in
2008.
2008. It was actually, I think, the first time I met you, Jason.
It was.
Broken caster bar in the front end of Justin Drew. Complete restart coming. Keep your eye on Miles Gilroy to go to the top. He's looking handy. Watch the red rocket on the outside.
Yes, we'll watch with that and bated breath as the 98 car this time takes the lead as they move out at turn number 1 and 2. Shane Langton is there as well. Jorgensen's in the lead. Oh! And another big crash.
Wow.
And that is Brett Watson, I think you'll find. And he's upside down up in the western corner. I think we might take a little bit of music while we sort this one out. Another big crash in heat number 16.
Fire crew quickly in attendance as a small fire in the engine bay for Brig Brett Watson, who just come from the late model division to modified sedans and is upside down. Red here again in heat 15. A crazy, crazy night, isn't it? Brett's talking to the officials. He's A-OK. And he's just climbing out of the car now as he slides from the wreck, number 9.
Going all right too there.
You were certainly going around very nice indeed. We've gone from late models back to modified sedans and a little bit of work to do there, but anyway, this place is pretty wild.
Fun anyway, so.
That's good to hear. This place is pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly, that was.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. Well done to Brett Watson. It's nice to have him. We'll say he stepped up a division from late models to modified sedans, and watch the comments on Facebook right now go really, really crazy.
An F, G, H,
I.
oh.
Anyway, we're set. We're going to try this again. Heat 15. There's still 12 to get through. Shane Langton, Adam Jorgensen, Lee Steffens, and we go green, Chase.
We're back underway. Heat 16 of the national title. So move out at turn number 1 and 2 the first time. And it is the charge of the Light Brigade up there with Jorgensen and Langton side by side. They safely get through this time. 1 down and 11 to go. Langton, Jorgensen, Steffens, Pagel is in there. On the inside is the 29er Smith. Severs is on there, or in that group as well, as Jorgensen right up against the concrete, leads them into the main straight. Goes around the outside of Shane Langton. Pagel there in third place. Steffens in fourth. They're 3 wide as they make their way down the back straight. You throw a T-tail basically over the whole field, or at least a crochet rug as they move into the main straight. Our race leader is Jorgensen. Coming back at him now is Langton. Right there is Pagel, Steffens. Back there is Smith in 5th place. 6th place at this point is Trent Quillerat, Miles Gilroy, and one car has given up the ghost, which is Darren Severs. They come out of 3 and 4. Jorgensen gets a little bit crossed up. Pagel comes up on the outside now. Langton comes underneath of Jorgensen. Right there with them is the 29er Smith as they head down the back straight. Smith, the quickest car on track, in 4th place as Pagel takes the lead away from Jorgensen as they come into the main straight underneath the ultimate screen. Back to Langton in 3rd. Jorgensen's nearly out with us, he's that wide. Back in 3rd place, the 72 car of Langton, then Smith in 4th, Quillerat 5th, and then back to Steffens. Up into the top turn. Jorgensen is doing 3 laps, everyone else has won at the moment. Pagel still out in front. Jorgensen, Smith, Langton, Quillerat. Back then to Steffens in the 75 of Miles Gilroy. Seems like an eternity ago Gilroy made that ripper start as they move out of 3 and 4 once again. Down the main straight, Pagel in front with 5 laps to go. Jorgensen, 3rd place is Smith. Back then to Langton. 5th place Quillerat, Steffens and Gilroy. Into the top turn. Indian file all of a sudden, it's almost mundane as they come down the main straight. It's Pagel just clearing away from the rest of them. A good battle for 2nd. Jorgensen, Smith, Langton and Quillerat. It's a 16-wheel motor car up into the top turn. Jorgensen leading 3 blue cars in 3rd, 4th and 5th. Pagel crosses the line again. We've got 3 to go. Jorgensen holding on. Smith on the inside of Smith. Langton comes back. Quillerat is right there with them. 4 of them locked together. It's certainly only a tea-towel between 2nd and 5th now. As they move into the main straight, our race leader's got 2 to go. Pagel the leader. Jorgensen, Smith, Langton, Quillerat. A gap back then to Steffens and Gilroy. They head down the back straight. We'll forget about Pagel, he's a mile in front. Jorgensen in 2nd place. Moving to the outside now is David Smith. They get the white flag, they're homeward bound. Langton, Quillerat, back then to Steffens. At the tail of the 7 is Gilroy. They head down the back straight, still the status quo, it's still very close. But here comes our winner. Glenn Pagel first across the line, gets the checkered flag. 2nd is going to be close. Jorgensen hangs on. Back then to Smith, Langton, Quillerat, Steffens and Gilroy. 3:19.681 for the 12 laps. 3.791 the winning margin. The quick lap is 16.093 by David Smith. But it's Glenn Pagel first, Adam Jorgensen 2nd and David Smith 3rd at the conclusion of heat 16.
And back here with Glenn Pagel. Impressive drive on the bottom, mate. Very good.
Yeah, not too bad, Rhino, but car's got a mongrel of a miss in it, so I think that might be it for the weekend.
Well, that's no good at all. Hard luck for Glenn Pagel, who was very rapid in that heat race, as we get set for another one here.
All about set to go, heat 17. You can almost see the finish line of the 2nd round. All about set to go. Away we go. And Clint Noakes from WA leads them through the first turn. But the charge is on. And look at the move there by Hayden Stephenson. He's in the middle of a 3-way go for the lead. And Stevenson's going to hit the lead. And Noakes has been spat out the side. Oh, Stevenson up on 2 wheels here in the main straight. Goes from 1st to 4th. Here comes Atkins. Stevenson fights back on the outside. Out in front is Brodie Boss. Back in 2nd place, it's Atkins and then Stevenson. Back in 4th place, Clint Noakes, and then back to Steve Jordan. Down the main straight they come. Boss back in Atkinson. Atkins in 2nd. Stevenson on the inside of him comes Clint Noakes. Noakes from WA back to 3rd. Stevenson in 4th place as they come out of the top turn. Back into Jordan in 5th. And then Michael Shelford. A gap back to the rest of them. Boss just in front. Atkins. Noakes coming back. Back in 4th place is Stevenson, and then a gap back then to Jordan, Shelford, Yarrow, Langton and Tony Coomber. Down the main straight underneath the ultimate screen, it's Boss out in front, just from Brock Atkins and Clint Noakes. Stevenson 4th, and joining the party now is the 71 of Jordan, and Michael Shelford not far behind. Up into the western corner they go, into the main straight with 5 down and 7 to go. Boss just in front, trying everything to get past his Atkins. Right behind them is Clint Noakes, running wide with Stevenson, loses a bit of ground, and now he's got trouble with a 71, which is of course that of Steve Jordan. Now trying to come underneath his Atkins on the leader. Boss just in front. Boss, Atkins and Noakes are separated by 0.322 of a second. Back to Stevenson in 4th. 5th place is that of Shelford. Jordan appears to be in a bit of trouble. Back to our leaders though, out of the western corner. It's a racing 3 under the ultimate screen. It's Boss just in front. Atkins and Noakes, 7 down and 5 to go. 0.3 of a second still. Shelford moves to 4th. Stevenson back to 5th.
Look at the rotor gloating on Brody Boss's car. On the inside, on the outside rotor, have a look at that. The brakes must be grabbing, and that's why the guys are banging up behind him, because that'll be like he's got the handbrake on, Jace.
Certainly is, but he's still just holding the race lead. They'll come up this time with 3 to go. Big grandstand finish coming up. They've got to get underneath the Steve Jordan, who's not exactly up near the fence. They come out of turn 1 and 2, down the back straight. Once again, 2.5 to go. Atkins trying everything to get past Boss. Somehow they're just getting around the tyre bundles. Back in 3rd place, it's Clint Noakes. Down the main straight with 2 laps to go. It's been like this since the get-go. Still 0.3 of a second separate them. Down the back straight once again. This is a great heat race. Brock Atkins trying everything to get past Brody Boss. And Clint Noakes has come back after losing a bit of ground, is right there with them. White flag comes out, 1 to run. It's still Boss, Atkins and Noakes. It's still now 0.2 of a second. Atkins hits the front, down the back straight. He's finally got past Brody Boss. Into the top turn, Boss comes back. It's Boss and Atkins and Boss. Boss on the inside hits the front and wins. Brody Boss got him. Brody Boss from Brock Atkins and Clint Noakes by 0.2 of a second. Back then to Michael Shelford, Hayden Stevenson. Back then to Tony Cooper, Mick Langton and Brad Yarrow.
Well, what a crackerjack heat race. Come on, Kingaroy, make some noise for Brody Boss. We're back here with Brody Boss, another Little Butcher Quality Meats, a round 2 heat race winner, and there's another one for 2 for 2. And the kid is rapid and doing a ripper job, mate. Well done.
Oh, a bit stuffed, eh? Thanks to heaps to the boys in the pits. We had a lot of work to do after that one. Right rear arms, spark plugs, fan belt. Still a bit more in it, yeah. I think Brock was pushing us pretty hard.
Your rotor was actually glowing red. Like, there's obviously some brakes. You can smell the brakes right now. They must have been locked on or something.
Is that the right front? I didn't even have it turned on, so there's an issue there.
It certainly is, mate. Well done. They'll go to work. 2 wins from 2 starts for Brody Boss. And heat 18, the Picky Peanuts. And we're set to go green here for Picky Peanuts, Aidan Raymond and Peter Gray.
Yes, for Picky Peanuts, we're underway at Kingaroy. And Aidan Raymond leads them out of turn 2. 23 of Josh Crang is up there in 2nd place. And Jamie O'Mara moves into 3rd. They come out of turn 3 and 4 and into the main straight under the ultimate screen the first time. Raymond leads. Crang, O'Mara. 4th place is 78 carat Peter Gray. Birch is in there as well, along with Jono Collins and Ashley Barron. Anthony Gaunt further back in 1 car. Cruising at the back is Derek Richards. 0.3 of a second, not again. 0.3 of a second is the lead margin as it was in the last race. And we've got another humdinger on our hands at the moment. It's Aidan Raymond and Josh Crang. Back in 3rd place, Jamie O'Mara. They've skipped away from the rest of the field, headed by the 65 of Birch. 1-2-1 is next, which is Jono Collins. Peter Gray started to bounce up and down in front of us. And I momentarily thought, oh, not again. Back then to Gaunt on the outside of him. And back then to Ashley Barron and Derek Richards. Well, the margin has opened up to 0.6 of a second now. Raymond to Crang. Back in 3rd place. It's still that of Jamie O'Mara. Birch in 4th, and then Jono Collins has made his way up to 5th. And Anthony Gaunt now into 6th place as they move down the main straight here at Kingaroy. into turn 1 and 2, into the back straight, and out in front it's Aidan Raymond from Crang. O'Meara in third place. Then there's the battle for fourth, which Birch momentarily holds because it's not a very big margin at the moment from Collins and Gaunt. Gaunt is making a big move around the outside of Collins and trying to go on with it here with the 65 car of Birch. 3 across the track for fourth place as our race leader has skipped away. Raymond has 5 laps to go this time by. Back in second place we've still got Crang. Third place is still O'Meara, who's hooked up behind Derek Richards. Here's fourth place on the outside, Gaunt on the inside, Birch. Jono Collins is there, Peter Gray not far behind, along with Ashley Barron. Into the main straight comes our race leader. He's well clear. It's Aidan Raymond with 4 laps to go. Second place is still that of Josh Crang, then Jamie O'Meara. Fourth place is now in the hands of Anthony Gaunt, then back to Cameron Birch as they zig and zag around the outside of Derek Richards. Our race leader's got 3 to go. He's made his way into the back straight once again. He is out by 1.5 seconds over Josh Crang, Jamie O'Meara. A gap back then in fourth place to Anthony Gaunt, who has got Jono Collins for company. 2 laps to go here in heat number 18 of the national title. Into the back straight goes Aidan Raymond. Josh Crang in second place. Third place, the length of the straight behind, is that of Jamie O'Meara. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go for Aidan Raymond. Second place is Crang, third place O'Meara. The battle is for fourth place, which is that of Jono Collins, who's got underneath of Anthony Gaunt. Back in sixth place is Birch, then Barron, and then back to Peter Gray, and then there's the checkered flag. It's Aidan Raymond first across the line. Second home goes to Josh Crang. Third place will go the way of Jamie O'Meara. Here's the battle for fourth. It goes the way of 121 Jono Collins. Gaunt is fifth. Sixth place goes to Birch, then Barron. And then back to an ailing Peter Gray and Derek Richards. And the quickest 12 laps of the night in 3:16.059. The winning margin is 1.974. The quick lap is 16.098 by Aidan Raymond. He defeats Josh Crang and Jamie O'Meara at the end of heat number 18.
Back here with Aidan Raymond. He missed his check the first time and he just thought he'd come back and get it. Well done, Aidan.
Thanks, Rydo. Thanks to all my family and my friends and sponsors that helped me out to get me here. The car's really good. It just feels a bit unstable on this racetrack tonight, but just hooning around quite good. Just stayed on pole line and we'll see what the next round brings.
Good on you, mate. He's just going about his business and, well, the Mod Lights. First of 2 feature races and another round of heats.